Great, it's a great restaurant. But the one time we went, I guess there was a guy working there who was a fan of me and Chris, and it was fine. It's like whatever, like it's very normal, and it was fine. But then it suddenly started getting like way more intense as the meal went on, and like he's our server, and so it's like we're trying to order like another drink, and he's like, "So can I like add you on mine?" He's like, "Can I get your number?" Essentially, and I was like, "No, okay, sure." So I let him have my line. And I was like, let's see what happens. But the whole time, he like doesn't serve us, and he just keeps talking to us about work. And he's like, so I'm thinking about making this YouTube video. Do you think like maybe you could help out with it? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Banger.
It was pretty rough. It was pretty bad. And then being British, I was like, I did everything you shouldn't do, which was just completely ignore the situation until afterwards, and I was like, that was weird.
I went there with him, but it was slightly different because this young woman was working, and she was like, it was kind of humbling. She was like, my dad is a huge fan of you.
Oh.
And I was like, that's cool. And then she was like, yeah, he'll never believe that I met abroad in Japan and his American friend.
No,
yeah,
you're the American friend.
Nah, I got worse. So we eat this meal, and she comes up occasionally, and she's like, are you guys having fun? And I was like, yeah, this is great. And at the end, she was like, it would really mean a lot to my dad if I could get a picture of you guys. And I was like, of course. So we're all in there doing this.
Picture?
No, it was worse. We took the picture, and I was doing the things, and she goes, can we get one more? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I did my like Pete pose. And then she was like, can you just, and I was like, oh, am I taking up too much space? She's like, can you?
Oh, no.
Out of the picture. No. I was out of the picture. No. And so I was like, so now I'm on the sidelines going like, you guys are doing great.
Oh. Like I continued to message me for about a week, and then I unfriended him because I was like, this is weird. He was hell unprofessional.
Really?
Yeah.
I
might see this clip and get pissed, but
when
it was hella weird.
When we first met, you asked me, what do you do? And I said I was an English teacher. And you go,
I did not do that. I did not do it. You son of a bitch. I did not do it. You made me out to be the devil. The only time I did that is when Pete went, to work out the triceps. And I was like,
see, that's what I was about to say. I was about to get to this.
I was like,
see, that's what I was about to get to.
Buddy's in his Michelin Man jacket, and he's like, the triceps. I'm like, buddy.
You said you were looking to work out. And I was the weightlifting coach of Higashikoko.
They had no one else. They had no one else.
See that as it may. The doubt that you had looking at me, you were like, bro's not ever worked out in his life. And now you're bragging about eating a vegetable. So
he's looking at me. He's like, actually, the correct form. Well, he's got a beer in hand, 15 scarves to his name. He's like, this is what you got to. I'm
93 stones.
I'm like,
you're like, okay, bro. And you were like, oh, that's cool. And I could tell immediately, bro doesn't listen. He's just, oh, you've got it all figured out? All right, Mr. Universe. Show me what you got. What are you doing? 8 years later, all you can do is ride a bike.
He was like a Reddit commenter. He was telling me about the optimal workout. Meanwhile, he's figuring out which beer comes after highball. He's like, he's trying to figure it out.
I'm getting cut off on ciders.
He's talking to his son. He's like, absinthe, beer, cocktail. Like what?
I'm knocking over. Oh my God! I almost did it again. I didn't know he was there. I'm knocking over drinks, and I'm trying to tell you the best way to like get your pectorals in shape. Bro drinks more water than right on times.
Well, I like to stay hydrated. This is a crime. Now look, if they had popcorn, you'd see another massacre other than the one you caused on the floor.